everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Movies on Our Minds. On this show, we get to talk about movies such as action, comedy, thrillers, Christopher Nolan films, who is one of my personal favorite filmmakers, so I'm excited somewhat to talk about this. I hope my guests are as well.
No.
Oh, okay. And that movie that we're thinking about is, of course, Dunkirk. Now, before we get started, everybody, I'd like to introduce our guests. We have Devon, you.
I'm here, my nigga, but that movie wasn't.
Oh, okay. That movie looked like it took some energy out of you over there.
A lot.
Well, I can't wait to hear why or how.
I can't wait to say.
Ooh, okay. We also got Trey coming back from Baby Driver.
Hey, what's up?
Trey, are you ready to talk about Dunkirk?
Nah.
Ooh. Oh, okay, guys. Well, let's go ahead and jump into it, starting with the cast and characters.
I can't tell you nobody from that film but Harry Styles. I don't even know his name. In the film.
Okay.
And George.
Can't forget about George.
George had the most important role in the film.
Anybody know the actor that played George?
Hell no, we don't care either.
For real.
That's a stupid question like that.
Okay. What about Tom Hardy?
Who?
Come on now, you know Tom Hardy was the guy that was in the plane.
There was two guys in the plane, man.
He played Bane. We all know who Tom Hardy is.
I ain't never seen that man face until this film. I ain't know what the man looked like in Bane.
Okay. If not Tom Hardy, is there anybody else that grabbed your attention?
The sky.
The sky. The sky did play an important character in this film.
The sea.
The water.
The water.
The water.
These are some very interesting casting characters you have chosen.
Man, the clouds were terrific.
So, any humans in particular that
No.
they didn't catch or anything?
No.
So they were just boring?
Yes.
Or, they didn't connect with anybody? They didn't connect
with themselves. Hell.
So just like them trying to get off of Dunkirk or anything, it was just like, there's nothing.
I thought Dunkirk was a person based on the damn title of the film.
Their ass thought it was somebody's life.
Exactly, like Captain Dunkirk.
Is Dunkirk even a real place?
Well, yeah, it's a real that happened during World War II.
Show me on a map. For real, show
Exactly.
me that on a map.
Pull up Wikipedia, that way you know it's real.
Okay, guys, since there's really not much to talk about with the cast and characters, apparently, how about we just jump into the plot?
You mean water?
What?
Oh, the water?
Yeah. So everybody else did in the film.
Okay, do y'all know what this movie was about?
No. I ain't know till the last 20 minutes.
Alright, so how was it when, because we all saw this together, we went into the theater, we sat down, the movie started playing. Tell me what you thought of going in, like about 30 minutes to an hour into the film. What
I
did y'all
thought of
do?
going to sleep. Then I actually did. Then I woke up. Then went back to sleep. And y'all woke me up. Thought about going back to sleep. Heard a whole bunch of choo gun sounds and stuff. But other than that, just...
Man, this movie reminds me of a Degrassi episode. They had like a plot and then a subplot, but this all didn't tie together. I ain't know what the film was about till like the last 20 minutes, man. And
still don't know what it's about.
I really don't. Like getting out of Dunkirk to Britain, but I guess I don't know.
Who was attacking them the whole time? Like,
that's what I wanted to know. Was it like the Japanese? Because they ain't never show like the pilots of the other planes either.
and why are they attacking them?
Okay, so let me understand this. Because from what I got when I went into there, it was straight up war. From beginning to end, war. I understand that Christopher Nolan did not focus on the characterization. I guess what he wanted to do with this film was just put his audience in the middle of the war and make you feel as if you were there and you wanted to get out just as much as any of these people, not even characters, these people.
Let me tell you what he did. Christopher Nolan put his audience in a deep sleep.
Damn.
Like, I was waiting for the Dark Knight to pop up and save these people. But he did not. I'm like, yes, Batmobile! Nah, I think it never come.
Like, I'd rather watch some safety videos you watch on your first day of work.
Yeah.
Like, when you watch some little videos in, like, chemistry class about lab safety, that had more action than a war film, than that film in particular. Like, that's just... snooze fest.
Was there anything that popped out to y'all in this film as you watched it?
That thing that killed that dude, you know, where he fell and bust his motherfucking head.
Oh, when George died.
And all because of them trapping him in the room?
Well, alright, that's the part I didn't like because, you know, I have family who have served in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them possibly, well, I know one of them for sure has PTSD. My thing is this. In the movie, the dad, whose name I don't know, says, son, he's shell-shocked. Why the hell would you lock the closet door to screw up his mental even more? You lucky he didn't come out and start busting caps on your asses. Because if that was me, that would have been the first thing that happened. He said, don't go to Dunkirk. The man was scared for his life. That man is probably screwed for the rest of his life. And I don't blame him. He has every reason to be. The most appealing thing to me about this movie was the score.
So the score is what? It grab your attention or
Yes.
put you in the film
Violins and drum, 1.
So Hans Zimmer?
Yes. Hans Zimmer, 1. Christopher Nolan, 0.
Even though they work together on this.
No. Hans Zimmer made this film what it was.
And to you, it was sleepy and pointless. I just want to understand, because you guys are really tearing the film apart. Obviously, you guys didn't like it,
It
but
was torn apart when they filmed it.
explain what you mean with, like, so you guys went in, you fell asleep, or you didn't like it. You didn't like it. That's obvious. But explain why you didn't like it. Characters are one thing, but tell me about this.
The film. I didn't understand the plot till like the last 20 minutes. And if it takes me that long to understand a movie, like, I understand y'all was trying to get home, but I felt like the characters in the different situations didn't really have a connection like that. A lot of stuff was foreshadowed, like when you saw George picking up the life vest in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, oh, they're going to be really, really important somewhere along the movie. They weren't.
So when you say connect, do you mean like with the audience or with each other?
They connected with each other, but I think audience-wise, I ain't feel a connection. First off, I ain't seen that one black person in the movie.
Thank God.
Oh, you actually are glad to see no black people.
Hell
Because
yeah,
you know
that
black
means we
people always
lived.
die first, yeah.
I mean, we lived up in the thing, man.
Did anyone even really die in this film? There was no bloodshed if you think about it.
There was no bloodshed, but don't forget about the part where they got to the beach and they just had the dead bodies floating.
And then the
that's right.
oil thing
That's
too, and when it caught on fire. I mean, I'm sure somebody had burned up in the thing.
And rest in peace to George, man. That was my nigga.
Okay. Well, we went to go see this at the IMAX at Mall, Georgia for the 70mm experience. Did that have any impact on you guys? That's different from most of the films that we see today.
First off, we sat too close to the screen. That IMAX hurt my damn eyes.
Okay, so we didn't have the best.
I see why they call it IMAX, because my eyes was maxed out, man. Like, I was just messed up all around. Yeah, nah.
Didn't do anything for you?
I would have been better off watching it on Netflix when it comes out.
You too, Trey?
Well, this was like my first time ever going to an IMAX theater, and honestly,
Damn, you never go to Fernbank growing up?
nah. But honestly, I wish like I went to I just wish I just had like the 3-4 hours or 2 hours of my life back from that, man. Like,
Oh, it was that bad?
yes, it was like. I mean, I fell asleep. Like, I'm not no heavy sleeper, and you know the sound effects, the guns, the music, the even the commentary. Like, it just put me to sleep. Like,
So it was like one of those. I'm a little shocked, you guys. Was there any realism to it?
No.
No.
yeah, it wasn't no realism because how the hell a man could sit here and fly a plane day and night, or I don't even like. What's the time?
The continuity. I like certain scenes they were in the day, then in the night, but the pilots they were all during the day. I mean, just certain decisions that they made didn't make sense. Like, why would you wait till your plane goes in the water before you decide to try to take your harness off? No, while I'm going down, I'm trying to pull that chute, and it just didn't make much sense to me. Or even when the captain's son, whatever, broke the top of the glass, how come you didn't see no glass fall on this man's head? He just floated to the top.
And what's the captain's son or captain's name, by the way?
I just know they're Englishmen and they kind of have messed up teeth. I'm sorry.
I don't know if you guys heard, but this is a 95% Rotten Tomatoes, 88% with the audience members. And they said there's a lot of Oscar buzz for this film.
First off,
Oscar Mayer?
You said Rotten Tomatoes. They're rotten for a reason.
Oh, no, this is fresh Rotten Tomato. This is a fresh tomato. Rotten is anything below 60. But this is 95. This is certified fresh. But I say that to say, like, do you think this is an overrated film?
Yes.
Overrated. 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 Overrated.
First off, let me tell you. You appreciate this movie if you're a veteran or you're white. I'm neither. Because let me tell you, I ain't seen nothing but white people up in the theater.
It was a crowded white theater, yes.
Yes.
I saw nothing but white people up in the movie. No racism. But I didn't really get this movie. Like I said, like I understand y'all was trying to get home, but I mean, you would think if you were on the same team, you trying to get home wherever. If I live in Georgia and I got somebody who live in Nevada, guess what? We're both Americans, so I'm finna get you on the boat with me. But they said, nah, you're French. You gotta stay up in the water and float, or you can't get on this boat. That's still your teammate. There is no I in team. There isn't me, but it's not about me in the team. It's about I, and just the way that they treated each other, man. It's just this film. It's probably one of those films that I won't really appreciate or really understand until I watch it again in 2 or 3 years.
This is, out of all war films, this is like the softcore porn of war films. Like I expect.
You want to put it out there with like Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan and anything like that, or Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket.
This is like the softcore porn of war
I'd
films.
watch the History Channel before I watch this movie again.
I'd rather watch Paint Dry.
Wow.
I'd rather watch Frank Ocean building a house or something like that, or nailing some wood, or whatever, you know.
Okay, well, if you had to give it a rating out of the letters, Devin, what would you give it?
From A to Z?
Let's just stick to A to D and then F.
F being the worst?
Yeah, but come on, would you really give this movie an F? It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't as good as you hoped it to be.
I'd give this movie a solid C. Christopher Nolan, how you go from Inception to Daydreaming? You owe me $21 in an hour and a half back in my life.
It's an hour and 47 minutes.
You know what? That sounds like my school tuition. Just pay that back, because I was disappointed in this movie. Dark Knight should have pulled up in the Batmobile and saved him. First off, the ending. The dude saved him, and then he went beyond the perimeter, I guess, and got caught by, I don't know who the enemy was. I know it's World War II, but who was the enemy who he got captured by?
Was it the French?
Like, I mean, was it Adolf Hitler's people? You kind of left a lot of open-ended thoughts here, and I wasn't satisfied.
It was actually interesting. I mean, you looked at each other in the middle of the film when the boats came and like, what is this? Home. And we looked at each other like, is the movie about to end?
Yeah.
Like,
And then like another 15 minutes went. I was so highly upset. Like, I would have been better off watching Home Alone 3.
okay, what about you, Trey, if you had to give it a letter grade?
A D.
Okay. D.
Damn.
C for Christopher, D for Dunkirk.
Look, I
Yes.
felt like someone took a dump on Kirk. Okay, this just wasn't it.
Explain your reason for the rating of
like I said, this is the softcore porn of war films. Like, I expect to see some bloodshed or anything. I did not see not one. The closest thing to bloodshed, well, the blood we seen was when poor Georgie fell and busted his motherfucking head. Like that's it. Like, come on, I want to see bodies getting like bullet holes in them, or chopped up or something like that, or somebody die in a plane explosion.
I'm sorry, I just got done texting somebody. Don't go see Dunkirk.
Wow. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna go that low. Yes, it wasn't what I expected it to be, but C and D, I think that's a little too much. I'm gonna just give it a B. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with a B.
That's the white thing you're talking.
Nah, and to me that's actually pretty low for a Christopher Nolan film, because this is a great filmmaker first and foremost, and I understand how he films to a certain degree, to where like he doesn't give you everything at the beginning. He wants you to think about it, and then you will start to marinate on it, and it all comes together at the end. Mostly like when it comes to like Inception or Prestige or Memento, films like that. And I feel like he was trying to do it in this one. It just wasn't interesting enough to where I'm still thinking about what's going on, to where it's like I know it's gonna all come back together at the end, but it just wasn't interesting first and foremost. I did enjoy the IMAX experience. I didn't like our seats, so that kind of neglects it a little bit. It did kind of hurt my eyes a little bit. I wish we had the middle seats, but it is what it is. But I did appreciate the 70 millimeters. I appreciate that he's trying to do something different with film. He's not trying to do 3D. He's trying to do his own thing and go back.
Different isn't good.
I like this difference.
It's good.
But the main problem that we had was the story and the characters. There really weren't any characters, in all honesty. Again, I feel like he was just trying to put us as the audience in the middle of it. It didn't really quite work so much, but I see what he was trying to do. I do think it's a little overrated, the Oscar buzz and all that. It's like, he's done better. And I personally hope we can see a little better from him in the future. I'm pretty sure his next film comes out in 3 years. So, that's me.
Hey, take your time and plan it right.
Oh, like Inception, like how he wrote that in 2001. He said, I'm not ready to film that until 2010.
Exactly. Because if you do another film like Dunkirk or Dunkirk 2, you better have the Dark Knight up in that thing. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't wish my worst enemy to watch a sequel of Dunkirk if they make one. Don't make a sequel.
Let's make a parody. Dump on Kirk.
Okay, guys. I want to thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for watching Dunkirk with me. And as you know, where can we find you, Devon?
Look me up on Facebook, Devon Cole, DEVONCOLE, or Instagram, D Cole, the number 24. That is D as in Devon, COLE, the number 24K. D Cole 24K.
Cool. Trey, where can we find you?
Instagram, Twitter, TRE_IP. That's it.
Okay. Guys, you can find me at Baroque Barocco, BROQUE, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You already know. Guys, we want to know what you thought about Dunkirk. Did you like the film? Did you think it was overrated? Do you agree or disagree with the guests that I have, including myself? Please let us know in the comment section below. And guys, until then, we will see you next time on Movies on Our Minds.